Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Koryzma. I stream on Twitch and I say arguably questionable things. And here's a fun fact about me: I have never seen a single Lord of the Rings. I've actually played one game, but I've never seen a game. I've never seen the movies. This is a podcast-style talk show where we invite new guests each show to give their takes on common people's stories and struggles. The chat has a chance to get their take in as well. Let us know what you think, and we will get to your take on the show if we can. Later in the show, we play a game with our guest, so stick around and enjoy Takes with Koryzma. Ladies and gentlemen, though, we are honored to have a man who's up-and-coming voice actor, a man who doesn't miss a shot in Apex Legends because he's Diamond 1, and he knows how to perfectly warm up a Chips Ahoy cookie to perfection when having cookies and milk. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Rastacha. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. Thanks for that intro, even if you did lie a little bit on that middle bit.
What are you talking about, man? I feel like I've seen, the Apex gameplay. You get a Kraber, and you're a killer. You're a killer, and they fear you. They see the glint, and they panic, bro.
Oh, that. But you know what? If we're happy up, I'll take it.
But man, tell everybody about yourself. The man, the myth, the legend.
Hey, what's good, guys? My name is Rastacha. It's a word I made up, so you can say it pretty much however you want. I like hearing people come in and say it out loud to try and figure it out. Like when I go in to raid somebody, it's pretty fun.
Dude, I get that with the same with Koryzma. People go Koryzma or Charisma. Some people get Charisma. I'm like, oh, that's gas. But then some people just
that's what I thought you were doing a play on words for.
Yeah, exactly. And then some people just say Corey because they're like, oh shit, I'm not sure where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And it's perfect, and that's what makes it. Yeah, core eczema is a good one.
Core eczema, yeah. I've been called pasta, all sorts of stuff. As long as it's not, anything crazy.
True. Just don't call him that.
That.
But man, thank you so much for coming on the show. I know we were talking about snacks earlier. You do a lot of cooking streams.
Yeah, I love doing cooking streams, bro. Like anytime I get the chance, I've got two cookbooks out there. One of them is officially licensed from Apex, and the other one is officially licensed from Godzilla. So it's themed recipes, and they got some bangers in there. There was these Tex-Mex burritos that apparently Octane makes in game.
Oh shit!
They got pork chops. They got some crazy Maori shit that Mad Maggie was cooking up. These crazy looking stews. I haven't gotten to all of them, and can't do it all the time because,
of course,
sometimes they're asking for real specific stuff. And I'm like, tell me what I can get in a fries. You know what I mean?
Literally, you're like, please just, can we simplify this? Because it's always
what's the substitute for Albanian goat meat? You know what I mean?
Because it's so specific. You're like, I'm gonna use it once, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna cook this. Not necessarily again, but the next time I think about it, that shit's gonna be expired as fuck.
Oh, for sure. I mean, there's still stuff up there that I haven't used since the first time I used it. There's what is it? It's a very specific type of sesame seed that I had for some. What was it? I think it was. I can't remember the name. It's a Japanese skewer sort of thing. Yeah. Okay. Something. That was from Vantage's recipe, but I haven't used it since then because what do I need sesame seeds for right now?
Literally,
I gotta find something for these extra ingredients.
You just gotta start making some spicy chicken or some shit that you can just you can just drizzle it on, and then just even teriyaki beef or chicken and stuff, and just slap it on there.
Yeah, I gotta just get something.
I know,
start
right?
making shit up.
But exactly. Has there been a recipe that's surprised you the most?
Ooh, surprised me.
You're just you read it and you're like, this looks interesting. The flavor profile could be crazy, but then it just blew. You're like, holy shit! Someone.
I think the closest to that was probably the pulled pork sliders recipe. That one was pretty damn good. I was not expecting that to come out as good as it did. I think the ones that have come out the best consistently are those Tex-Mex burritos.
Oh, okay.
And those but that's because I let that shit settle. I let it simmer and soak up all those juices overnight.
Absolutely.
So when I came back to that, beautiful.
Like if that shit's falling apart, it's got my heart, man, because God,
it's hard to stay in the bun.
Yeah, like you bite into it and shit's like come out the side. You're like, no, like I don't want you can't escape. Like this is prison. You're going inside of me.
You're going in my mouth whether you like it or not.
That's right. It's like Fat Bastard from Austin Powers, like, get in my belly.
Get in my belly. Exactly.
Oh man, I love food, and cooking streams are on my to-do list this year. Mostly I owe 3 cooking streams, so I got to figure it out, and I got to figure out what I'm doing with them. And like you have quite the elaborate setup because you have a few cameras you use, correct?
No, I've only got the one camera, but I've just got it in different spots because I just got, what is it called? The Razer Kio Pro.
Okay.
It's just a webcam but it's on like some little weird Amazon spider legs, so I can kind of put it wherever I need it. Oh,
I see. Yeah. Okay. That's cool. That's the one thing I was always trying to figure out, because like there's a friend of mine, Cozy Bear, and he had this one setup where he had like his stream deck, and he'd had like 4 or 5 different angles. It'd be like a top down, there'd be like one right on him, there'd be one like at his oven, so you could like check out like how the stew's doing. And it's like I was like, man, this setup is, I'm like, how are you not like have a professional cooking show? Like Rachel Ray would be fucking jealous right now.
I know. I was thinking about getting multiple cameras from multiple angles, but I don't think, I mean, now that I'm actually building like a proper PC and not getting just a laptop, I think we can do multiple camera angles. And that, now that we actually moved into a bigger place recently, so now we've got a bigger kitchen. So that would be pretty nice, because before I would literally just grab the camera and like turn it to wherever it needed to be.
Hey man, but
that's not as
it's not ideal, but you're working with what you got. You know what I mean? Like I feel like at some point you're like, I don't want to wait, and I feel like you can make pretty good quality content just with what you have. It's like, because as long as you bring that entertainment value that you bring, and bring goods and like snacks that people like, people love food. People will fuck that shit up. I love food. Yeah, like
shit. That's half the reason I make it.
That literally, man. Like half the time I'm cooking, and like I want it to taste good. I don't need it to be bland or the same. Like I want that shit. Like it's just like when you're eating it, it's just a mouthful of excitement every time.
Like if I'm bored making it, I don't want to keep making it. You know what I mean?
Literally, like, you know, I get that sometimes you got to have a quick meal. You know, throw some nuggies in the air fryer and shit. Like, you know, crunch for time. But man, if you can,
leftovers from the night before.
Ooh, sometimes leftovers hit better the next day though. Like a pulled pork goes crazy the next day, or like a stew.
There's something about the microwave that just. It just does something to it. It
does something. It's like hot on the outside, it's cold in the middle. Stir that shit up.
Yeah. It's like I can still taste one little crystal of juice that's still in there. It's a little bit of crunch. It just adds something to it.
But it's delectable. So yeah, man, that's exciting. And so you do a lot of I don't know. Like it says you're an up and coming voice actor. Have you done much work?
I'd say I'm still in the amateur side easily. Okay. I've done a few things. I've on a few YouTube series.
Oh, cool.
Got a few things in the work. You know, just throwing stuff out there, seeing what sticks. Just getting more experience in general.
Absolutely.
It definitely helps now because, like I said, I moved into a new place and I decided to turn the closet into a VA booth.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, before what I'd do is I'd just go into the furthest corner of my house. I'd cover myself in like 3 heavy-ass blankets and then just start going. But that is most of the time I'm sitting down, which if you don't know,
the diaphragm is just, you know, it's not, you can't get the same thing, man.
Doesn't hit the same. And 2, it's so goddamn hot under there.
That's my first thought, bro. Like, is like, especially if they're like, hey, can you do this? It's a summer day. You're like, For fuck's sakes, dude. There's no way I gotta record 40 lines under these.
For real.
Blankets.
I'm sitting there for an hour sweating. I'm like, I bet you can hear this. Because you gotta try and get the background as quiet as possible. And the blankets are to help like absorb more sound.
Yeah.
But the problem is that means you probably shouldn't have a fan on because they can hear that.
Literally.
It is so... I live in Arizona.
Oh,
for those of you who aren't aware of what Arizona is, think of a desert, then take out anything redeeming about the desert, and then put that in a valley, and you've got my state. It is currently... I don't know why I looked at my watch. It was like 106 degrees at 2 p.m. today.
Dude, that's like over... I'm not in freedom units, so it's like... That's like 42 Celsius or something like that. That is... disgusting.
Yeah, it's in the 40s Celsius. I've had to look at that before.
That's so hot, dude. Like, because considering
we're waking up at like 90 degrees in the morning, bro. Sun isn't even here yet.
You gotta fight for your life, man.
This whole state would not exist without air conditioning. I'll just say that. Literally.
I mean, you can't even like take your dog for a walks most times, man. But that's the word. How did you get into voice acting? Like, how did you like acquire your first gig? Was it something you just reached out to people and auditioned with like a tape, or was it more of like you just find like job listings and then send like a demo tape?
I got into it. Well, the first thought of even doing it just became because when I was just streaming for fun, people were like, "Hey, you got a nice voice. You read things nice," man. And I'm like, "Sure." Why not? I'll try it out. And I just have a lot of fun with it, getting to like try out different character voices and shit like that.
Absolutely.
The first one I got, I just went on this website called Casting Club, which is basically just people will just throw on gigs that they have. It's kind of like Fiverr, but specifically not even just for voice actors. You can do like, they'll be looking for writers, they'll be looking for directors, just anything like in making a show, a video, a lot of stuff like that. They'll be looking for editors too. Okay. I go there specifically for voice acting, but there's a lot of different things you can do there. I got my first one on there, and shout out to, oh my god, I'm spacing on the name. I'm spacing on the guy's name, but shout out to, actually I can pull it up. It's a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet fan dub.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because God forbid Pokemon put voice acting in it. We got to do it ourselves.
Literally. It drives me crazy.
I think that's his... Yeah, shout out Marabo. Marabo on YouTube.
I wonder if that's a play on Marlboro, like the cigarettes.
It could be. But yeah, shout out to that guy.
Shout out to him.
He's got the... Pokemon Scarlet Violet fan dub on there. I've done a few things for him.
That's dope.
Mostly one character, but then he did also like an April Fool's one where it's just he said it was Pokemon, but then it's not Pokemon. You'll see. You'll see if you guys go check him out.
That's sick, man. It's definitely always like. Have you ever considered like I see it before? Like, do you consider like reading like audiobooks or doing audiobooks?
I've definitely thought about it. I have not gone out of my way to look for it, but I'd definitely be down for it.
So I feel like the people were saying, you have a good voice. It's like it's deep, it's crisp, and like you can hit that shit. It's like it gives me like a Young Gravy kind of vibe because his voice is stupid.
Yeah, no, Young Gravy's crazy.
Yeah,
that dude.
That dude, yeah, like literally. So I mean, there's so much potential, and I feel like I mean, one day you'll be the next Nolan North or the next Troy Baker. I can feel it.
God, I hope so. That some of the projects that are on look awesome. My main goal, really, I really want to be in either like an anime dub or a video game. That would be,
dude, that'd be so cool because it's like just it's there forever, bro.
Like I'd love to, especially if it's a character people actually like.
True,
because there's definitely, I feel like most people have moved on past this, but there was a time, the dark times, when people would blame the voice actors for the writing being bad, or the character being made bad. I feel like most people have enough consciousness to not do that anymore, but
it's like they literally it's like how people got mad at Hayden Christensen for Star Wars,
right?
And you're like, dude, he's just the guy that was given the script and was told to do X, Y, and Z. The hate was so not necessary. Like, don't get me wrong.
Do you remember on the Anakin train? Do you guys remember what they did to the kid who played Anakin?
No.
That kid. Oh man, they bullied him to the ends of the earth. That dude is not. That's doing good.
That's brutal, man. Because like, like it's so fucked. Because like, don't get me wrong. Like George Lucas, great ideas, bad writing.
Right, not always the great execution.
Not always the great. No, bad execution. But you know, it is what it is. You know,
right.
That's all we got. All 9 of them.
God, those last 3 though.
Yeah. I'm with you on those ones. But my guy, are you ready to hop into some stories?
I'm ready to hop into some stories. Let's check this shit out.
Hell yeah, baby. I'm just doing that. You should see the shared screen there.
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Is this perfect? Our first story, ladies and gentlemen. Am I the asshole for leaving my boyfriend for no reason? I, 26, female, have been with my now ex-boyfriend, we'll call him Eric, 28, male, for 2 years. Overall, we've had a good relationship, nothing crazy, until last night where things completely fell apart. We were out at the bar with some of his friends, just having a normal night, drinks, food, the usual. Eric and his friend Mark, 28, were joking around, and Eric made a comment about how much Mark was eating. Something like, "Careful, Mark, you'll eat the whole damn bar." It seemed harmless at first, just classic guy humor. But then Mark looked right at me and said, "If only she knew." And it was one of those moments where you instantly feel uncomfortable, like there's something going on behind your back. I had no idea what Mark was talking about, and the whole vibe of the table shifted. Before I could even react, Eric exploded. He went off on Mark, screaming at him to shut the fuck up, and even tried to get physical. His other friends had to hold him back. Mark didn't really react, which only made Eric angrier. The whole thing was awkward as hell. We ended up leaving early. When we got back to my place, I couldn't stop thinking about that comment, so I asked Eric, the hell did Mark mean by "if only she knew"? Like, what don't I know? And instead of just answering me like a normal person, Eric lost it again. He started yelling at me, telling me to drop it and stop being paranoid. He was dodging every question, getting more pissed every time I brought it up. I wasn't trying to pick a fight. I just wanted to know what was going on. It felt like there was something important being hidden from me, and I wasn't about to let it slide. But every time I asked, he just got more defensive and angry. Finally, he stormed out of my apartment. He doesn't live with me, so I locked the door and called it a night. I didn't hear from him until this morning, and when I did, it was just more angry texts telling me to drop it and leave him alone. At that point, I was done. I'm not going to sit around and be treated like I'm crazy for asking a simple question. I texted him back saying, "We're done. I need space, and if he can't be honest with me, then I don't want any part of this relationship." End of story. Excuse me. Now, here's where it gets worse. He's been going around to our mutual friends telling him that I left him for no reason and trying to make it seem like I'm the one who overreacted. Some of them have even reached out to me saying I should have just let it go, that I'm blowing things out of proportion. I told them to mind their own fucking business. I don't care what they think. None of them were there in that moment, and none of them saw how he acted. And none of them have to live with the pit in their stomach that I've had since that weird-ass comment from Mark. I'm not about to stay in a relationship where I feel like something shady is going on behind my back. If Eric can't be straight with me after 2 years, what is the point? So am I the asshole for leaving him over this? There is an update, but I figured we can go over... we'll talk about this, and then we can go into the updates. What are your first thoughts after that? Do you think that she's the asshole for leaving him?
No, I don't think that it's crazy that she asked him, "What did you mean by that?" It gave me the same vibes as like those comedy sketches where they're like, "Hey, so how's your day?" I'm not doing anything. Like, what do you
Yeah.
Like he just immediately jumped to you're being paranoid when he was just like, "Hey, so what did you mean by that?"
literally like, which is like and I feel like it's crazy that his friend like made a comment towards her instead of just like poking back at him. It's like me.
Yeah.
It's like me just like poking at you, and then you being like, and then just like,
hey, bro, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah. And it's like, bro, okay, first of all, like, what's going on here? Like, there's clearly like, I don't know if this was like, clearly it's a sensitive subject for whatever reason. Like, maybe was he a big back before and just really ashamed of it? Like, I think like the fact that they've been together for 2 years, and you like Vegas girl on fire in the chat saying, answer your damn girlfriend, bro. She's suspicious. Like, bro,
exactly.
if you've been together for any, like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure like the first dating thing, you're kind of easing things in. You're not gonna drop your whole life story and all those things, but like after being together for someone for 2 years, you should have complete trust in them to be like, oh yeah, so like what Mark meant by this was this, and it just really upset me, and I'm really sorry the way I acted at dinner.
Right. You know, like if I can understand like blowing up and then going home and then being like, just like, let me cool off, come back to it later. But starting off after the fight with, hey, what did you mean by that? And then going straight back into it, that feels suspicious to me.
It does. And also like I feel like a fight or things like this shouldn't be a fucking cliffhanger. Like this isn't the end of a season of a TV show. Like this is real life.
Right.
So like it's just like, bro, like just explain it. So I mean, as of right now, still, I would say that she's not the asshole. Not at all.
Yeah.
I would say
for now, I'm saying it.
Completely understandable. Like, I feel like, yeah, for her to, and I completely agree that if he's just going to refuse and like clearly, because like it bothers him that much, like she needs to understand why it bothers him. Like, that's crazy. But here's the update. Okay. I feel like I'm living in some sort of kind of twisted nightmare, and the more I try to make sense of it, the worse it gets. Mark called me today while I was at work. I didn't expect him to call me because he was ignoring me, so I stepped outside to take the call. He told me something that I never in a million years could have prepared for. He told me that Eric has been putting other men's semen into my food.
What?
What the fuck? Drinks, skincare, shampoo, conditioner, and even my toothpaste. And I'm not exaggerating. I'm not being dramatic. That's what Mark said. Eric has apparently been hooking up with random men, having them finish into cups, and then using it in my meals and drinks like it's some kind of sick joke. Even as I write this, I'm in complete disbelief. Who does that to somebody? Mark said he found out about this a week ago, but for some reason it took him that long to tell me. A week I've been living my life completely oblivious, trusting Eric, someone I loved, while this was happening behind my back. I feel so betrayed, disgusted, and violated. And when I asked Mark if he and Eric were having an affair or if this was like some sort of twisted thing between them, he swore they weren't. And even made gross comment about not wanting to touch Eric because who knows what diseases he has. Made my stomach turn. I'm getting tested for everything now because I don't know what's been in my body. When I got home, I went straight to the kitchen. Mark told me to check under the sink where there were cups. Hidden behind the cleaning supplies, I lost my shit. I threw everything out in the kitchen and the bathroom, and even stuff I knew wasn't touched. I don't care. Everything feels contaminated now. My home doesn't feel like a safe space anymore. Every time I walk into the kitchen, I feel like I'm going to throw up. I can't even function without my mind going to dark places, thinking about all the times I had no idea what's happening. I don't have any solid proof of this. It's Mark's word against those disgusting cups. And I feel so powerless. If nothing can be done about this, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do. How is this even legal? How can someone get away with this with something so vile? I don't even know if I'll be able to trust anybody again. This whole thing has been messing with my head in ways I can't even explain. I feel so dirty. I feel like I've been violated on such a deep level. There's nothing I can do to undo it. My mom wants me to check into a hospital just to make sure I'm okay mentally, and I'm honestly going to do it. I don't feel stable right now. I don't feel like myself. I'm scared I might hurt myself or someone else. Eric was eating the same food. He was eating the food that he had contaminated right alongside me. Was it a kink? A power trip? I don't even know anymore. All I know is that the man I thought I knew and I loved is a complete stranger to me now. I can't believe I've been living with someone capable of something so vile. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I don't even know how I'm going to come back from this and how he can do this to me. I'm genuinely losing it. I'm a danger to myself. I will be going to get myself checked. That's fucking okay. There's a
Jail.
second update, bro. Like, take this man
to 2.
Like, that's crazy. Like, first of all, how long, brother?
That's psychopathic. That's psychotic.
That is
Who
insane.
does that?
Like, who thinks, you know what? Like, I literally have no fucking, I have no words right now, because, like,
because we're sane people, and we're trying to figure out why someone would even contemplate doing this.
Bro, I'd rather get hit by a car. Like,
I would have rather him been like, oh, if only he knew, and he meant like, oh, he was eating other girls. You know what I mean?
Or like even that, or just like eating McDonald's without me, or like, yeah, just like a regular affair would have at least been normaler. You know,
a regular affair would have been better. I never thought I'd say that.
And
instead, he's a weirdo.
Bro, I don't even know, man. Like I just,
this should be admissible in court,
dude. Absolutely, like they gotta find a way to prove this. This is so fucked. It, like, I don't, dude. I feel like there's no way this person's gonna be the asshole, right?
There's no way they could possibly turn this around to be like, actually, I deserved it, huh?
Yeah, like there's just yeah, like who in what army is like, yeah, dude, like that's like biological war, or like, you know, yeah, biological warfare type shit, man. Like, oh, I'm
pretty sure that's breaking a Geneva Convention somewhere,
dude. That's literally like that's I want to see what this update says. Okay. After everything happened, I completely broke down. I stopped eating, sleeping. I barely felt like a person anymore. My mom was terrified. She practically forced me to go to the hospital. I tried to put it off for a couple of days. I got worse. She was scared I was going to do something to myself. And honestly, I don't blame her. I wasn't okay. I was so far from okay. Like, my entire world had been flipped upside down. I couldn't even think straight. I just kept replaying everything in my head over and over again, trying to make sense of it, but nothing made sense. Nothing. I ended up staying in a hospital for a week. The doctors were kind. They did their best to help me, but there was only so much they could do. They couldn't erase what happened. They couldn't make it not real. At some point, I just felt like I was wasting space. I knew there were other people that needed that bed more than I did. People who were physically hurt, people who could actually be helped. But what happened to me? There's no fixing that. No amount of therapy, no amount of medication, no amount of time is ever going to undo it. Now, I know that now, so I left. I'm back at my parents' house now, staying in my old childhood bedroom. It feels so strange, like I've stepped back in time, like I'm a teenager again, except I'm not. I'm an adult. My entire life has just exploded in front of me. I don't even know how to pick up the pieces. My cousin's here too, staying in the guest room. And honestly, I don't know what I would do without her. She's basically my sister. She hasn't left my side since I got here. I know she's worried about me, even though she tries not to show it. I don't blame her. I'm worried about me too. The police actually took things seriously. I was scared they wouldn't. They would laugh at me or tell me I was crazy, but they didn't. I could see on their faces they believed me. They went to Mark's house to get his full story since he blocked me the day after everything went down. I got hurt more than I thought it would. I thought it was my friend. I thought he cared about me, but the second things got hard, he ran. But I know the truth, and I finally have the full story. That night when Eric and I were drinking, Mark and Eric were drinking together, Mark went to change the music on Eric's phone. While doing that, a message popped up from Lewis, one of his friends that told me I was overreacting. The message said, "Good night, I love you," with a heart emoji. Mark thought it was weird that Lewis and Eric weren't close, so he scrolled through the notifications, saw a bunch from Grindr. At first, he thought maybe it was just a joke. Apparently, Eric used to go on Grindr as a joke back when they were younger and having sleepovers, but the more he scrolled, the worse it got. There were so many messages. Mark said his stomach dropped. He felt sick. He never suspected Eric was actually gay. He never considered it, but everything was starting to click. And then he realized something else. He had trusted Eric. He changed in front of him, slept next to him, shared things with him, and suddenly he felt violated, so he confronted him. That's when Eric broke down. He started crying, begging Mark not to tell her. He told everything, every disgusting detail. Mark stood there, froze, unable to move. He didn't know what to do. He told Eric to calm down and go to bed. Eric passed out drunk, and the next morning, neither of them spoke about it. But then that night at the bar, when Eric made the comment about the food, knowing that Mark had struggled with his body image issues his whole life, that was the breaking point, and that's why Mark reacted when he did. And now for Eric, I don't even know what to say to this. I'm just gonna say he's dead. After everything came out, Eric completely shut down. His mom says he wasn't eating, wasn't showering, didn't leave his room. Thought he was just processing everything, so she left him alone. She would leave for work in the morning. He would still be asleep. She'd come home at night, and he'd still be in his room, sitting there in the dark, smoking weed. He said he hadn't smoked since high school, so she had no idea where it came from. Then one night, she woke up to a loud thump. Check on him. She found him hanging from his ceiling fan. The weight must have been too much because the entire thing collapsed when she found him on the floor. And she was the one who found him alone. I don't even know how to process that. As much as I hate him, I always will hate him. I felt bad for her. No mother should have to find their child like that. And honestly, I'm not continuing the investigation. I don't have it in me. His family has already been through enough. And honestly, his death was my closure. That sounds awful, but it's the truth. He was a terrible person. He ruined me. He gave me AIDS, and I'm never going to be the same again. I will carry this for the rest of my life. I wish I'd never met him. I wish I could erase this from my memory. I dread the day I die because it means I might see him again. But then there's Lewis. He's hiding, blocking everyone, avoiding all contact. And at first, I don't understand why, but now I do. He was involved. He was one of them. I didn't even consider it at first, but the way he's acting now, it's obvious. And if he was, he's either going to jail or getting hit with my car. I'm fine with either. That's all for now. Sorry if this update wasn't what you wanted, but this is my reality now. So I'm so angry at the thought of death that it doesn't even bring me peace because he ruined that for me. There's so much more to this, but I don't think it's really necessary for you guys. It's mostly just police stuff. Eric's family wanted me to attend his funeral, but that's the whole situation with Lewis. And Mark tried to sleep with me. Thank you so much for the support. I'm sorry it took so long to update, but I wasn't okay. But I'm still not doing better. Your comments and messages kept me going. I love you all. What a fucking wild outcome.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Like Mark being like, shit, trauma. Let's fuck.
Mark's crazy for that.
Mark, that's a bold.
Mark is insane for that.
Yeah.
Also jail.
Yeah, just jail them all.
All of them gotta go.
All of them gotta go. The heck was it? Sugar Plum says Grindr as a joke makes it inherently more gay, in my opinion. Which
100%,
100%, man. Like, yeah,
bro. I just put the gay tag on there as a bit. I just wanted to laugh at him.
Yeah, like literally, and but yeah, like that's crazy, bro. Like, I mean, I feel like that story was just wild from start to finish.
Mm-hmm. Like it was already weird, and then it went straight to psychotic, and now it's like that's not a. I don't even know if that's considered the good ending. I don't think there is a good ending here.
No, I think it's just the ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. That was, yeah. Like there was like I was kind of interesting how we got like updates on each individual that was involved.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's crazy. Vegas on Fire said, moral of the story is don't trust anyone around your food.
For sure.
For sure. I mean, you gotta, yeah. That's why it's crazy, man. That's insane. I feel like
it does trip me out sometimes where I'm like as a guy, I usually don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. Right. So sometimes I'll hear a story like this and I'm like, I didn't even think I'd have to be paranoid about that. And I guess I still don't have to be as worried, but like the fact that people are just going around doing this shit is crazy.
Dude, it's insane. It's just like if this is like an actual real story, like because I know sometimes there's some fake Reddit stories and stuff like that.
Oh, for sure.
But like if this is real, bro, like that is insane. Like yeah, like it's making me paranoid about my food too. Like, like you know, it's gonna make me I'm gonna be like, dude, I'm gonna get like a McChicken or something from McDonald's in your chicken, and I'll be like, I don't know if I should.
Right.
You know?
Like, is that mayonnaise or...
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, you know, Is it just mixed in?
Right.
And so it's like in reality, I feel like the actuality of that happening, it's got to be like a 1 in a million shot.
Oh, for sure. The
has
chances
to
are
be.
the chances of it happening to any one person is so slim, let alone this combination of things.
Dude,
It's just the fact that it is a possibility that people are capable of being this massive of a weirdo is concerning, to say the least.
Oh, literally. It's concerning, and it's like one of those things of like, bro, I don't know if he was just like ashamed to be gay or like where it all started, but either way, it's just so fucked.
I mean, I could definitely see that being is there are some people that are so far in the closet that it's like you trying to pretend you're not in the closet is actually gayer than if you would just come out
and just be yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, newsflash, nobody cares.
Like
just
literally, like,
come out, be gay.
Be gay. Be
yourself.
Yeah, like literally, and like just be gay. Like
exactly.
I feel like So I think it's crazy to me that, and like people don't like reach out or anything like that, or they're worried that people are gonna think differently. Well, guess what? If they aren't your friends, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like if all of a sudden someone was like, yeah, I'm gay. Like I actually had a friend come out to me last year, and I was like,
hey, nice.
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, dude. Like let's go.
Right.
And I was so excited for him.
I've definitely seen people, like, there's one dude, I can't remember his name. Maybe I shouldn't say his name anyways. But when I was working at Walgreens a year or two ago, there was one dude who I could tell he was straight, but like,
yeah,
we all make jokes at each other
all
the time. Especially like the closer you are, the more gay jokes you throw at each other.
Literally.
The more it's like, hey, dude, don't take your pants off around me. I'm just saying, like that kind of thing.
Absolutely, right?
Yeah, and there's one dude I remembered, really cool dude, really sweet guy. And I could just, every time he told me a story about his friend group, I'm like, you need better friends.
Yeah, right.
Like, and they were constantly making him feel self-conscious about like his height. He once came to us and was like, is it, this smells really nice. Is it gay to buy a candle? I'm like, bro, if your friends are that like homophobic that they think buying a candle is gay, you need better friends, straight up. And he's like, no, they're chill. I'm like, I don't think
dude, because candles are gas, bro.
Right.
And I've also
I'm not a big fan of them, but that's just because I usually don't like the smell.
And that's totally fair, right?
Yeah.
But like, I'm not picking this up and being like, hey, this.
I'm like, I lost masculinity just touching it. Like,
I lost 10 aura. Like.
My dick got smaller because I like the one that smells like apple cinnamon.
That for real, bro. Like, oh no, I gotta get in my bedroom after letting it, make my room smell like.
I gotta go work out, man. It's gotta smell like sweat. It's gotta smell like sweat, or it's not manly.
That's right. It's gotta smell like sweat, some car parts. I'm just gonna rub fucking grease on my blanket so it feels better.
Like if I don't do 10 sets right now, I'm never getting a girlfriend.
Let's check out a couple of these comments, man.
Yeah, we gotta.
Not the asshole. Between the keeping secrets and the acting apeshit, it sounds like this experience was a nail in the coffin for some previous red flags.
Mm-hmm.
You have no idea how much I've yearned for a post where someone acts like a grounded human being and says this to the peanut gallery. Like when someone goes off like a bomb and refuses to account for themselves and just expects everything for it to blow over. The comments are before the update. Okay. Goes off like a bomb. They expect everything to be fine. They're trapping themselves in several layers of red flags. It's either very bad or he's unstable.
Mm-hmm. Like I do remember you saying that, and I was like, "Yeah, mind your fucking business."
Yeah, like
were you there? You don't know what's going on.
Trying to see if there's any like.
How am I crazy? You don't even know me.
But I think they're probably. Oh. Go get all of the items you threw away out the fucking garbage and turn them into the police. This is your solid proof. You threw it away. And by the way, it is not legal. If those items are tested and come back positive, he's going to jail. Everything
Yeah,
I threw out was
that's-
in the kitchen garbage, so it didn't get taken on trash day. My mom and cousin went to my house with the police to get it for evidence. I'm pressing charges again. Good.
Oh, good. Because, yeah, I was thinking that. I'm like, wait, why are you throwing it? As I know you are disgusted beyond belief, but for evidence sake, you threw out the evidence. You got to get that back.
Yeah, like, but it's like
DNA test on that.
It's like probably one of those things in the moment that like, it's just like fuck, like it's you don't even think about it until like after you've had a moment. Like I feel like in the moment you're not even processing. You're just thinking like,
right. Oh, for sure.
You're so disgusted. You're so like
I just gotta get it away from me.
I have to like vomit like insane amounts that is not going to fix anything, and like or drink like acid and stuff just to cleanse my system. It's just so
right.
fucked.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like Bart in the chat here. The whole story is horror, dude. Yeah, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I hope nobody gets nightmares over this shit. Because remember, your friends like you. I hope.
Right.
But man, yeah, not the asshole.
Definitely not. That is. God, I can only imagine. I don't want to imagine, actually.
Yeah, dude, I don't even want to.
Now that I mention it.
Yeah, like, oh, that's fucking crazy. I don't even know if these other stories are gonna compare. This is now.
Yeah, that's a crazy.
That's a crazy start, bro. Like my favorite part is I don't really read them. I just kind of like find a title and I'm like, okay, like we're in. Because like
yeah, sure, left boyfriend for no reason, yada yada, and then it just switched over to
dude, for real though, and I'm like, oh my god. But this story was sent to me by Vegas Go on Fire, so I do want to thank her for that. So make sure
they knew.
Oh yeah,
they were waiting for us to get to update 1.
She just said, "Go to each update, break it down." And I was like, "That's fucking crazy," but all right, I trust your judgment on this one. So don't even read it. Just do it, lady. I said, all right.
It's going blind. All right, you say so. Now I have a fear of mayonnaise. Cool.
Me too. Our next story. Am I the asshole for saying it's not my problem if my ex and her husband can't afford their kids? I, 30 male, was married to Marin, 30 female. We have a son together who's now 8. When Marin was pregnant, I found out she was cheating on me with James, 33. James had a girlfriend who was pregnant at the same time. When my son was born, we needed a DNA test to find out if I was the father or James was. As Marin's husband, I was the legal father, and that made it easier when the DNA results showed he was actually mine. Because she fought me to name James his father, things were toxic. James was there for everything in the later pregnancy and the birth, and Marin told me nothing. Her parents were the ones who gave me the info when my son was born so I could file with the courts for a DNA test, and the custody and our son's birth was also when our divorce could proceed. James ended up giving him custody of their daughter. Or James's ex, ended up giving him custody of their daughter, and so they had her full time and my son 50% of the time, and a year and a half later they had a daughter together. At this point, they have James's daughter and 4 children together, and I won custody of my son 3.5 years ago because in order to force more money out of me, they wouldn't feed him enough and let him wear dirty old clothes. And I only paid child support because I earned more than Marin. But we had equal parenting time back then, so now Marin sees our son every other weekend. My son's in therapy to help him with all the mess he's witnessed and been a part of in some way in his young life. Marin was also ordered to pay a small amount of child support, but she's only paid a few times. She always uses the excuse that she can't afford it, and that might be true. I never push it because I can take care of my son without her. For the last 2-ish years, Marin has looked at me to buy extra school supplies and share them among the 2 school-age kids. So her stepdaughter and first daughter with James. I have always ignored those requests and sent my son with the supplies and donated a few to his class as requested. I've never bought a single thing for the other children in my ex's household. 2 weeks ago, my son had a small surgery and Marin showed up. Marin brought up the school supplies issue and asked me to please be decent about this and get some supplies for their girls because they couldn't afford them. She told me that they struggle to support the kids they have as it is and their other kids suffer. I tried to move away from her, but she followed me to another table. So I told her I don't care if they can't afford their other kids. I told her that her other children are not my responsibility and that she needs to figure out something else out. I told her she already denied our kid food to try and get money out of me, and she lost most of her time with him as a result, and my priority was my kid, not the kid she was having. I told her I would not discuss it with her again, and I haven't, but she has sent me many messages through the co-parenting app the courts have ordered us to use, where she calls me an asshole and not a good dad to our kid. My lawyer knows. He keeps telling me to ignore her, and for those who might wonder, this will not remove her visitation with him. It was difficult enough to get primary custody after her denying our son enough food to try and make me pay more. Unless my son is older and doesn't want to see her, or CPS removes the other kids, nothing will change the revisitation. Knowing all this, am I the asshole? What are your thoughts, man?
Say no.
Damn right, man.
Listen, I'm all for empathy. I'm all for it's not the kid's fault for the parent's situation.
100%.
But if you for 2 years couldn't fix that situation, it is not the other parent's responsibility. It's not his kids.
Well, that's just it, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, it's not like, yeah, they're not like, he's not married to her. You know, she is, it's not like she was with James first and then she got with the new guy, right?
Yeah.
It's just like, it's like, you treat our actual son so bad to try and make me spend more money. Why on earth would I try to take care of, like, why would I help you guys when you guys don't help me?
Like, excuse me, I have my priorities in order with my son.
Literally. And I think that's really unfortunate that the mother just is willing to kind of, I guess you can say, like, abuse her child, try and extort the dad out of more money. Like, it's so fucked.
Right.
Like, and that it's too bad that divorce, a lot of divorces are so messy, and of course this was an affair, right? Like, of course, right?
Yeah, of course.
And so now having all this stuff, like, it's just like, of course, the mother and father are never going to see eye to eye. And, it's too bad that he's got to keep dealing with this. And, but thankfully he talks to his lawyer and just goes, dude, like, this is what I'm dealing with. He's like, just ignore. Don't engage. It'll just look worse. And,
I'm glad he put his foot down. And the thing that I was keeping track of was he said it had been 2 years of the same shit.
Yeah.
I could maybe see her point of view if it was like a one-time ask, but he said this has been like a consistent thing she's doing. Nah.
Literally, like, if she's
You're not
just
the
like,
asshole.
No, like, she could be like, hey, we're a little strapped for cash this month. Are you able to get us a little extra school supplies for the girls? And then that's it. That's all I need. I'm sure he'd be like, yeah, up for sure. Like, I got you. Like,
and I think he even said up top he did do that for a few times. He was like, yeah, I've done it for 2 of the kids.
Yeah, right. He's always ignored the request and sent my son with supplies and donated a few to his class as requested.
Right.
So he just basically was like, hey, this is just for the kids in your class that need the supplies. Like, if they're like, oh, my pencil crayons or some shit. But, like, she cheated, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, that's, like, both.
My thing is, why didn't you think about not having enough money for sustaining 4 kids when you decided to have the 4th kid?
Absolutely.
I mean, it could have been an accident. It could have been like but I feel like by four, it's a skill issue.
For sure, right? Like, and I definitely agree. Like, if you you have like 3 kids and you're already, like, it's already hard financially, you should already know a 4th one isn't gonna make it better. And I feel like which is too bad because like, now all the kids get neglected and all these things, like, there's all these cascading events that happen when you just don't think about them. Like, every decision when you have, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't have kids, but I feel like every decision you make, like a major decision, whether it be like a job change, having another kid, all these things, really affect the kid's life, because like if it's
Yeah,
if you're
100%.
making less money, then I mean, but like it shouldn't affect the kids in a way like if it means you eat less and the kid makes sure he's full, that's what matters. It shouldn't be like everyone gets a fair portion. It should just be like mom and dad are eating less, so then you guys stay full because times are just tough right now.
Because the child should be the priority here.
Exactly. Trollbeard in the chat says, "Close your pussy, open your savings account." You know,
Amen.
like, amen. I'll check a couple of these comments here. How about this? One more insult, one more demand that I do things for the kids that aren't mine, and I will go to court for the balance you owe. Because like if she hasn't been paying her she hasn't been paying her child support, but he ignores it because he's like, it is what it is.
He's like, right? Yeah, I don't want to go through the hassle. I can handle it with what I got. But you are a piece of shit for not paying your child support.
Yeah, like you still have to pay, but he's like, I comfortably can take care of me and my son.
Mm-hmm.
Not the asshole. She chose to cheat, married, and had kids with her affair partner, and still had the audacity to ask for you to provide for the kids she had with her affair partner. It's wild. The audacity and entitlement is insane. She should be ashamed for asking. Like, don't get me wrong, and I like you said, sometimes that shit happens, and like, you know, there's not too many people that they probably just turn to him because maybe they're trying to be jerks about it and try to get more money out of him, or maybe they're like, well, because it's for X, Y, and Z, maybe he'll have some sympathy. I don't know.
I mean, he's got the money, right? No.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that shouldn't be
it's
the
mentality. Not your money.
Exactly. So, I mean, yeah. I feel like he's not the asshole. I feel like there's...
definitely not.
And, like, yeah. I think cheating is just so fucked. It, like...
100%.
It's like, if you want to sleep with other people, be single. You know?
Right.
Like, what's
thing is, I've never heard a good argument for it.
Yeah.
Like, I've tried to think of like a single good reason to cheat that can't be solved by just leave them.
Like, exactly, right? Like, if you're so unhappy, just go.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't...
Oh, but he abused... Leave them?
Yeah.
Oh, but he doesn't pay for anything. Leave him. I've
talked about this with friends, like Vegas Girl on Fire, where it's like staying together in an unhappy marriage is worse than just getting a divorce. You know what I mean? Because it's showing the kids that love, like, this is what love is. This is what, like, how mom and dad should interact. And it's like, no, dude, if they just separate and, like, it's a mutual thing, like, hey, we're both not happy, let's get out of this. And then they can go live a life. And the kid can be, you know, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it sucks that you have to go to mom's house and to dad's house. But at the same time, you're probably going to have a better experience because you're sitting there like, okay, I'm happier now, and I'm showing my child this, as opposed to just screaming.
It's better to show that sometimes it doesn't work out, and people can still love you while being happy separately, away from each other, than setting a standard that's like moms and dads don't actually like each other and they're constantly going behind each other's backs. Just this foundation of like mistrust is not something you need to give to a child.
Yeah, exactly, right? And you know, I've seen it in real life, and I've seen it on TV shows, and I'm like you just want to wish the kid good luck. And it's exactly. But like, there's nothing you can do because that's all they know. But yeah, I think that kind of sums it up on that one. Our next story. Am I the asshole for asking my future in-laws for money? Now, my fiance's parents are loaded, like old money loaded. They can afford what I'm asking, no problem. I make very good money at my job. I'm currently 27 and earn over $170,000 a year. Tim, her fiance, is a teacher. He doesn't make as much, but he has a trust fund, so he works sort of as a public service. It's big in his family. Recently, I had a weird conversation with him and his folks. They think that after the wedding, I should quit my job and be a stay-at-home mom. I thought they were joking and kind of laughed, but they're pretty serious. They think it's emasculating that I earn more than Tim. Of course, over my career, I'll earn much more than him, but his trust fund is in the low 7 figures. He could afford to pay me what I earn yearly, but he can't due to stipulations of his trust. His mom, on the other hand, has lots of interest built up in her trust. So I offered a solution that I thought was fair. They set up an unrecoverable trust for me. They must contribute my gross earnings yearly with bumps for anticipated raises, promotions. The deposits would be for the next 35 years that I was a stay-at-home mom. Tim is the breadwinner, and I'm protected in this case of a divorce. They went fucking nuts. Apparently, I'm ridiculous for thinking they will give me money. I offered a compromise. I signed a prenup wherein I'm entitled to the half of Tim's trust fund in case of the divorce because I gave up my career. Also, not acceptable to them. I'm kind of at a loss. Do they think I would honestly give up my career with zero safety net? My mom thinks I'm being kind of rude, putting everything in such a stark monetary terms, but I think I'm being reasonable. What do you think?
I think that is the most reasonable thing she could have possibly done.
Literally. Like, I feel like... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, you're good. If I had a stable career making a boatload of money, and then I was told, hey, you love this man, you want to marry him, you want to be with him for the rest of your life, just one teeny tiny little thing, no more income for you specifically.
Yeah, like that. And if our son divorces you, yeah, good luck. Like, try finding more work when you've had like a 20-year gap in between work.
Hey.
That's crazy. And also nothing to your name. You know what I mean? Like, what if you had nothing in your savings?
That's such an old head way of thinking.
It is
such an old head way of thinking, being like, "Oh, you're the woman. You can't make more money than my son because that would make him look bad." Okay, then tell him to get a better job.
Literally, or like have him go to school. Help him
do something. He's got the money to explore career paths to get himself educated. So I don't see what the problem is here. Why he can't just...
Yeah, Bart Yim in the chat says, why would you want her to stop working is just stupid. More money, the better. Absolutely. Right. And it's not like it was her idea to be like, hey, I think it'd be better for our kids if we do this. And then for him to be like, for them to come to an agreement, because guess what? That kind of stuff is I feel like is for just the two of you. I don't think his parents should be involved at all in what.
That's another thing. Yeah.
Like, I don't care if they're rich. What? Yeah, exactly. Like, why would they have any input on in their relationship? So it's like, get the fuck out of here.
I'd be interested to see what he's saying about all this, because she didn't mention anything about what he said about this.
He didn't.
She just said his parents want him to do that, which makes me kind of like, does he have no agency in his own wedding? Or
exactly, like, is he just have to listen to what mom and dad think because of this trust, because of this, which is
that's
brutal.
A red flag for me.
That's absolutely. And honestly, like, dude, you know how excited I'd be if my
100%
wife to be was making $170,000 a year. Dude,
that is big money. That is.
I will be a stay-at-home husband.
For real, dude. Like, I'd be sitting there like, honey,
you want your feet rubbed?
Give me the grocery bill.
Yeah. Like, let me work part-time so I can pay for groceries or something.
Filet mignon every night. What do you want, baby?
Want? Yeah, you want a bubble bath every day? Like, you want me to wear a maid outfit? I don't give a fuck.
The bath is ready for you.
It literally, like, your iPad fully charged, your TV show is ready, glass of wine poured. Like, dude, I don't care.
Your favorite brand?
Oh, it took me 3 hours, but guess what? I bought 3, so then we don't have to worry about this shit, Like, yeah, like, that. I think it's crazy. Like, it just, that kind of shit is so silly to me, because I feel like, yeah, I am not against being a stay-at-home husband at all.
100%.
I don't feel emasculated. You could
the
still do
old
hobbies.
Head way of thinking of like the man has to be the breadwinner and the woman has to be the stay-at-home wife. That's. I mean, they did say it was old money, so I'm not surprised that that's what they think. But it's like your mind doesn't change. Some gear in your brain doesn't turn when you see that she's making 170K a year.
Like, she's out there grinding, bro. Like, she's working so hard.
Too hard for your old ass to come in here talking about go raise our grandchildren. Like, what?
And also, like, how different times are now. Like, I feel like their traditional ways now are not one stays at home and one work. It is they both just work, and they just because
they both do everything they can,
because everything is so gosh darn expensive that like any extra money coming in is as a godsend, is a blessing. Like, what the fuck?
Like, when was this posted actually?
This was 21 days ago.
You're telling her to drop her 170 band a year job during a recession?
Isn't that crazy?
Are you kidding me?
Like, I don't care if you got old money, man. Like, get your money.
Right.
Too Cool in the chat says, me and my wife work, and me and my wife work, and we're making a better future for them. Absolutely.
Exactly.
And then Trollbeard here says, Ops mom, also a hoe. You raised a daughter that has the work ethic to make six figures, and you're acting like protecting her finances and livelihood is a shit move. That did piss me off a little bit. Absolutely, because like she's like, oh, it's kind of being petty, putting everything in such stark monetary terms. I feel like if I had old head money type shit, I'd be like impressed that she's like, nah, like, yeah. If like here's my stipulations, because I'm trying to make sure that I don't get screwed by, because like having kids, depending on how many you have, say you have one, 3 years later you have another, or 2 years, or whatever, that span is just, like she said, for the next 35 years, she's going to be not be making an income. Like, she needs to make sure she's like, and the thing is, she's not here like saying like you need to pay for my shit. She wants to work. She just wants a safety net, because if she's going to take such a risk and they do end up getting divorced, she's going to get like, it's just not worth it. And she's like, the fact that she gave like what the heck is it, like another solution that she thought was fair, and what the heck is it, the compromise, saying I signed a prenup where I'm entitled to half of his trust fund in case of divorce. It's like, here I'm giving you multiple options to be like, hey, like, work with me here. Like, I'm willing to do it. Just she's trying. It's not like she came in with an ultimatum. Yeah, exactly. She's not like, I'm not doing this unless we get X, Y, Z. She's like, I'm looking out for myself, because as you should. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. You should look out for yourself, because it is important. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say she's the asshole. I'd say like kind of. I want to know, but like you said, I want to know what the hell Tim said, bro. Yeah, because like, where is Tim in all this? You're arguing with his parents about his wedding. What does he contribute here? Literally. Our first comment said, old money is weird. They live by their own rules. They're not worried about a divorce because you are a possession to show off, like a nice car or watch. If Tim gets tired of you later, you should feel blessed he let you enjoy the time. Like, I'm assuming this is like still what the old heads figure. Yeah. Time with his family, the family he did. I work with a lot of these families. It's wild how they actually view people. They will do charities and say nice things to the public to keep up appearances, but you just got a first-hand experience of what the true behind-the-scenes conversations look like. Don't quit your job. If they have a problem with it, ensure the trust is set up in your name. I think that's right. Yeah, like, until they come to an agreement, I don't see a problem here. My mother was guilted into giving up her career to stay at home as a mom, and it was the worst decision she's ever made. Her circumstances were a little different, but she was also married to a man whose family had money, told her she needed to focus on being a mom, and he was going to be a lawyer and take care of her and all of the stuff that immigrants' daughters dreams of. And then that didn't happen, and she was stuck at home relying on him for money that he wasn't bringing in. And by then her career was gone. She was 40 with 3 kids, an associate's degree that she never got the chance to further with the company that would have paid more for more schooling. And all of her friends from that job were gone too. No professional connections, no honed skills, no income. You never know what could happen. Don't let yourself be unprepared. Absolutely. So yeah, I don't blame you. Like, I don't blame her at all. She's not the asshole. So she is smart. She is smart, and I'm glad that she wasn't just like, okay, and just like sign her life away.
You know what? You're right. I should drop my extremely successful career and be a mother to this man who, from what I'm taking, has no, like, does he work or is he just a trust fund kid?
No, he's a teacher. So like he's not
Oh,
making
right.
he's not making like crazy money, but like he's probably making enough for them between the two of them that they can sustain a decent life. He probably just doesn't have access to the trust fund yet.
My thing is, like, why wouldn't you want your future grandkid to have a better life with the $170,000 a year job on top of the teacher job?
Yeah, because like just like I feel like like it's just crazy to me. Because like you could literally take that $170,000 a year and just treat the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could still live off his income or vice versa, right? Like that's insane.
Do you know how goated that kid would be in school? He gets to come home. He gets to go to school with the red crayon every time.
Every time, bro. Like he gets to go home and he's like, "Oh yeah, like I just got a PS6. I thought they were just rumors." Yeah, but we know a guy.
You know a guy. We got connections.
Got connections. Like, oh, like I was really stressed this week for exams, so I went to Mexico for a week for an all-inclusive. You're like,
yeah,
that's
I was
not
just feeling
normal.
really stressed. Third grade's really getting to me, so we went to Hawaii for a week.
And he's just like, like you don't even understand the turtles. Just and it just help me just really refresh. And you're like,
just something about
these third grade kids
fresh
are like
Hawaiian breeze.
They're like, dude, I had soccer practice and I got fucking tackled into the mud. I don't think we're on the same page here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I actually have a soccer practice with a little known dude named I forgot his name.
You think of it like Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo?
Yeah, we had Nessie come over and teach me some moves. I'm kind of his favorite student.
Yeah, like all these crazy things, right? Like that just like he could have. And because I know
that sounds like we're building up like this little spoiled shit of a kid. But with the way the mom works, it sounds like her work ethic, she probably wouldn't raise him to be like that anyway. So he'd just be well off.
Yeah, like literally, like he'd just be smart, taking care of himself.
He'd be the hookup that like GTA 7 comes out, if that even comes out in his lifetime. GTA 7 comes out and he's the one that everyone's like, hey, can I come over and play?
Literally, dude. Like like you got like you've they're the kind like they're renting out a whole theater for like his birthday or some shit to like watch a movie. Like that's crazy.
100%. The entire laser tag arena for the class.
Literally, dude. Like anything you want, it's like an exclusive. It feels like an exclusive event for you. Trollbeard says there's also a maternity and paternity leave for those people, and 6 figures could help pay for daycare / nanny expenses. Exactly. Right? Exactly. Like just anything to help, but they just don't see that because they have old money. Which, like we said, that they'll never understand and never like be up to date on like regular stuff because they're just they're legit in their own world because they have so much money they don't know what to do with it.
I've been saying this. Rich people are weird.
Give it to us.
Like you can't have that much money and be a normal person.
No, like
wife for them is synonymous with babysitter. Like there's no person there for them. It's just they are basically just a human cradle to
literally
them.
And it's fucked. It's so fucked, man. Like I wish I could throw money at things to just solve my problems. Like but
I wish I could throw some money right now, but I have no money to throw.
Exactly, brother. Exactly. But yeah, I'm gonna say not the asshole.
Solidly not the asshole. I've noticed a lot of this whole subreddit is mostly just people venting about fucked up situations where they're like, I'm not crazy, right? I'm not being...
A lot of it...
I am being gaslit. Yeah.
A lot of it is like a lot of people looking for reassurance. There's been a few that were like, nah, dude, you are kind of the asshole.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But unfortunately, so most of the time it is like, hey, like, I just want some reassurance. I just need to make sure I'm making the right decisions. Because like a lot of the times people want an unbiased opinion, which that makes sense. I have to take a quick piss, so I'll be right back.
Sounds good. Go piss, girl. Yeah, dude, it's crazy to think that you can get to a point where you have so much money that you stop seeing people as people. I've told people before, like, if I ever get to the age or the tax bracket where I start looking at people and being like, that one could do this for me. Like, before seeing like, oh, hey, hi. Start with a hi, maybe. Another question I've got is like, had she met the parents before? I feel like you get an inkling that old money is that type of old money when you first meet him. So I'm wondering if it was like she was just kind of hoping that wasn't true, and then they just came to her with like a, hey, you need to quit your career. Or the wedding's off. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. I hope I get big money. I hope I get my money up to that level at some point. But I also know myself enough to know I'm not going to treat people like objects the second I do.
Okay, we're back. Oh,
Welcome back.
thank you. Okay, our next story. Am I the asshole for getting a new nurse fired for accusing me of having an affair with my father? Hey Reddit, I'm a hospital social worker. I work at a small hospital. My dad is one of the ER day shift charge nurses. A few weeks ago, I was in the ER trying to figure out placement for an elderly patient. When I was leaving, I had a chat with my dad in the hallway. Before I left, he gave me a hug and told me not to be late for dinner. I joked about how I'm going to order the most expensive steak on the menu since it's his turn to pay. I am 27 female. My dad is 51. There was a new nurse at the nurse's station nearby. Pretty much everyone knows that he's my dad. I hadn't spoken with this new nurse much though, and she didn't know. Apparently, she thought my dad and I were having an affair based on what she heard/saw. She knew my dad's married to my mom, who brings him lunch sometimes. She immediately began gossiping to some of the other staff that my dad was having an affair with the hospital social worker, aka me. One older nurse that I've known for a long time immediately came to tell me. I don't think she liked this new nurse very much. I guess no one decided to tell her that he's my dad. I hate gossipers. I don't know what it is about nurses, but I swear to God, some of them really love to spread rumors. I decided not to take it up with her. I just went straight to HR. We were both asked to come to HR after our shift was over, along with my dad. Now the HR lady knew that he's my father, and when the new nurse came in, she was asked to explain, and she said that she thinks it's terrible that we would so blatantly have an affair, and that she was shocked because she thought my dad seemed like such a nice guy. My dad then decided to speak up and explain that I'm his child. The new nurse was mortified and apologized profusely. The HR lady asked me and my dad to leave. They had a meeting with the unit manager, and it was decided that the new nurse would be fired immediately because she was still in her 90-day probation period. My mom thinks I'm a jerk and I should have just brought it up to the nurse instead of bringing it to HR when I knew she would probably get fired. I think my mom is also sympathetic because she stalked the woman's Facebook and she's a single mom or whatever. I think I was right to get her fired because the hospital doesn't need a bunch of nurses sitting on their asses gossiping about things instead of doing their jobs. My dad is embarrassed and feels awkward about the whole thing. It's not the first time someone has thought I was dating my dad. We aren't weird or anything, but it happens. Anywho, am I the asshole? What do you
On one hand,
it's
she
like
needs to mind her business.
For sure.
But on the other hand, like going straight to getting her fired,
it's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I don't know about this one.
It like I see both sides, right? Like I definitely see like where she could have been like, hey, like that's not happening. That's my dad. Like she could have just gone up to her and been like, and she could have just been like, hey, like you're new here and you're like, just keep your mouth, like don't be fucking spreading rumors. Like she could have like came up to her and been like, I mean, obviously could have been like pretty nice about it or rude about it, however she wanted to approach that situation. But I feel like, you know, for her first thing to be like just to go to HR, it is kind of crazy. But at the same time, like I see it though, like I get it because it's just like, hey man, I'm not here to put up with this shit. I just want to go to work. Like I don't need this rumor to be spreading.
Yeah, because like I get it. Everyone already knows the fact that nobody that she gossiped to
like said anything,
even though it seems like everybody in the hospital knew that was his daughter, is also crazy. But
it is.
I don't know. In my mind, I prefer to handle things with the person before just immediately running and telling the teacher. Because I don't know. I feel like it doesn't usually need to escalate. Usually communication solves most problems.
For sure.
But on the other hand, I can see, like, if her first instinct was to go around and start gossiping, who knows what else she could be talking about.
Well, that's
in my mind, like, you could have just told her that, and then maybe she would learn a lesson about not gossiping all over the place.
Yeah, like, maybe she learned, like, you know what? Like, it could have been, like, I mean, I'm sure she learned the lesson regardless. But, like, Trollbeard in the chat saying, like, not the asshole. This lady was going to cause some other problem if she was so ready to stand on the gossip train. She wanted drama as a hobby, and that goes wrong sometimes. I mean, that I kind of see where she was, like, doubling down, like, at HR, being like, I still can't believe you're having an affair, sir. It'd be like, that's my daughter. And for her to be like, oh, shit, like, I messed up. Okay, I'm so sorry. It's like, you were, instead of, like, hearing it out, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. So I think I'm leaning on more the side that she's not the asshole personally, but I see where you're coming from. Like,
I'm gonna say she's an asshole, but not the asshole.
Gotcha. Yeah, and that's totally fair, right? Like, don't get me wrong, if she is like a single mom, like, that does really suck, but at the same time, it should teach her, like, hey, maybe don't do this.
Hey, maybe mind your business.
Mind your business. Yeah, exactly. So get the heck out of here. Fuck off. So I don't blame you. I don't blame her for what she's done. So I think get out of here. So yeah, I some of the comments here though. Not the asshole. She didn't just misunderstand. She gossiped about a serious accusation without knowing the facts. In a professional setting, that's unacceptable. You went through the right channels. Her being on probation or a single mom doesn't excuse that. Exactly. And like some people
I can see that.
Exactly. And, like, you know, if she's willing to gossip that early, like
day one,
and it's just crazy. I also feel like how she got, like, I don't know, like, just her, like, jumping to a conclusion.
Yeah.
Instead of being like wow, like, or just asking somebody, you know?
Right. You could ask a single question and that would clear this up.
Like, who is that? Oh, that's my daughter. Oh, cool. Imagine if all three of them were new and most of the staff didn't know either. That would have been very damaging to OP and her father. This behavior, if left unpunished, is very dangerous. I mean,
true.
Fair enough, but it's not like they kissed. You know what I mean? It's not like he slapped her on the butt. You know, like, it was just, you know, like mom and dad's and kids hug. Yeah,
because when I read the title, I'm like, how do you think you're dating your daughter? What were you two doing? But no, it was literally just a hug. Yeah, she probably saw the hug and overheard something about expensive steak and was like,
like, I got him.
Oh my god.
Like, he's taking her out. This one's like, not the asshole. If you would have handled it privately, she would have just moved on to the next round of gossiping about coworkers. She might learn to keep her opinions to herself. Absolutely. I think that's a valid response. So, I mean,
I think I'm being swayed.
You think you're being swayed? And that's totally fair, man.
Because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, she really didn't need to be doing all that.
Like, she didn't need to go out of her way. She could be like, that's crazy, or just ask. Like, if they've been going there for, like, however long, like, I feel like people know. And, like, I think it was crazy that none of her coworkers said anything, though.
That's extra crazy to me, because what do you mean no one decided to mention it? They were just like, oh yeah, no, for sure. That's crazy.
Yeah, unless she only was telling people who were, like, in a rush or half asleep, because I know nurses be working crazy hours.
That too. Or maybe she was talking to because don't nurses come in like groups?
Like
classes,
big intakes and stuff like that. Like, yeah, it's very possible
maybe she was only talking to the newer ones,
and then those people were maybe getting around to, like, other things. I don't know. So that's totally fair. Because she must have heard it, and then her coworker was like, I gotta go tell her, which I mean, a real homie for saying something, but like,
oh, for sure.
But at the same time, just tell that nurse.
Right. Like, you can do both. You can be like, hey,
yeah,
that's his daughter. And then also go over and be like, you wouldn't believe what she just fucking said about you.
it's like, I got you, but like, that's his daughter. But all right, we got one more story for today.
All right.
Am I the asshole for refusing to see or talk to my stepbrother and mom after he invaded my privacy? So I, 16 female, live with my father full-time and go to my mother's house every weekend and every other week during the summer. My mom, 38, has a boyfriend, 37. We will call him Jack for privacy reasons. Jack has 3 kids, 14, 12, and 10. I've always gotten along with Jack's kids, except for the middle child. Let's call him Alex. Ever since I met Alex 4 years ago, he's acted weird towards me, always following me around and being kind of clingy. A couple months after we met, when I was 12 and he was 8, he asked me to be his girlfriend and boyfriend. This made me uncomfortable, and I explained why that was wrong on so many different levels. Here's where my mom and her boyfriend came into play. I told him what happened, and he said it made me uncomfortable. They brushed it off, saying that he had a crush and it was normal. They said it would go away eventually and not to worry about it, but it never really went away. I've caught him staring at me. He's always tried to hang out alone, specifically in the woods, and I would throw tantrums if I hung out with his brothers instead of him. I've caught him sneaking into my room while I was sleeping multiple times and other things like this. This all brings me to a couple days ago when I was at my mom's house and me and Alex were hanging out, and he was playing on his phone, looking up at me every now and then. When he got up, he left his phone on the couch unlocked. I looked over it, and it was just notes apps were open, and the most recent note had my name in the title. I know it's wrong, but I looked at the note. There wasn't much in the note, but it was talking about how much he loved me and how the other week when I was at my dad's, he went into my room and took my bra, other clothing items. I ended up screenshotting this and sent it to myself. I went into his room and found my stuff, but instead of taking it back, I took pictures of the things and went to my mom and her boyfriend. I felt like it's important to know that I went to them multiple times about how he makes me uncomfortable. They've always just ignored it. I've showed them pictures and screenshots of what I saw. Instead of doing something, they started laughing and told me it was just a crush and to ignore it. I ran out of my room and called my dad to pick me up. I haven't told him what's happening, but when I got to my dad's house, I sent a text to my mom saying, honestly, I'm not comfortable coming back to this house until I get a proper apology from you, Jack and Alex. I have been repeatedly violated and ignored, and I'm extremely uncomfortable. I need to see real change before I talk to you guys again. Then I told my dad, my mom and her boyfriend are blowing up my phone with insults and threats. I do not feel safe talking or seeing any of them right now. Am I the asshole for cutting off my mom and step family?
Hell no.
Hell no, man. Like,
what the fuck?
Like, that's like...
You have photo evidence of him being a creep and taking your clothes, and they're like, "Oh, that's just Alex."
That's just a classic crush, bro. That's your stepsister.
That is not a classic crush.
That is not.
I've had a few crushes in my life. I've never broken into their room or stolen their things,
and it's not been family.
No, hell no.
Hell.
As soon as I heard that, I was like, Alabama.
Like yeah, like literally, like, and like I was like, that's fucked. Like him taking the bra and like it only would potentially escalate.
How old are they at this point in the story right now? Because I know they said they met when they were 12 and 8.
So she's 16, so he would be 12.
Okay.
So like,
I saw the 33, and I'm like, there's no fucking way a 33-year-old man still has a crush on his steps.
No, but like, so like, obviously, like this kid's going through puberty. He probably doesn't talk to a lot of girls, but that's not the point. That is your.
That's not on her.
That's
not her problem.
That's your step sister, not step friend. Step sister.
I feel like live-in girlfriend. That is step sister.
And it's like, yeah, that's like that kind of shit. Like, you need to spray him with like one of those like little fucking squirt guns and be like, you gotta calm down, brother. Like,
me personally, I'm putting picante in that shit too. For the
goddamn right. I really don't even have words. Like, I'm just like
there's no shot she's the asshole here. She said, Mom, the kid that you keep saying it's not that bad too, is stealing my clothes and has notes apps about how much he loves me, and you laughed at me. I'd leave too. That's
I would not come back. That was yesterday that was posted.
yesterday.
That was yesterday, bro. I would not be going back to mom's house, bro. I'd be like, take a fucking hike, dude. Like, I'd be like, I'm with my, and like, I'm sure it didn't say what her dad thought of, but I would imagine her dad's like, yeah, like, that's fine.
If my daughter comes to me and says, hey, my stepbrother is creeping on me and mom's laughing about it, I might call the police, because that's fucked up and gross that you'd let your kid do that.
It is, man. To be like, hey, man, you'd have to sit with that kid and be like, this, it's not okay. Like, this isn't a porno.
I know you're going through a lot right now, but I'm gonna tell you something, kid. The big PH is all lies. I know every other video has the word stepsister in it, but that's not real and that's not right.
Literally, and like, you need to talk to girls at your school, you know?
Ones who don't live with you, ones who aren't your stepsister.
Literally, like, I feel like that is, I in my head, that's self-explanatory.
Yeah, because we're normal, you know?
Yeah, well, that's just it, brother. That's just it. So, yeah, there's no way, brother. Not the asshole. I feel like the fact that he had like multiple things too is like the like you know, because she's gone all week, so he's probably in her room like all the fucking time.
Bro, can you imagine? For like weeks, you're like, I know I just washed all this. Where the fuck is that other sock? And then you go into one of your family members' rooms, and it's just sitting there on their bed.
Like, that's dude, literally. Thank God I haven't eaten dinner yet.
Gross.
No,
not the asshole.
Not the asshole. If your father sends you back there, it frankly should earn him a call from CPS, Child Protective Services. As it stands, I think your mother and stepfather should receive that call. No harm if you never go back. My dad has told me that it's my choice if I want to go back, and for right now, I do not. And that's totally fair, dude. For him to be like... Honestly,
I wouldn't give her the choice to go back until that I knew that was settled.
Yeah. And I feel like that's one of those things, like, if it's that, if it's like that, just don't go there for a long time, and hopefully he fucking figures it out.
Like, hopefully. The thing is, even I feel like at that age, either they'd move on or they'd double down in their brain, and you just gotta, the kid's gotta have a talk.
It's gotta,
because there's no way that just goes away immediately.
No, not at all. Not the asshole. Keep all the evidence you have safe. Sit down and write down everything that has made you feel uncomfortable, and write down every time you told your mom and her boyfriend about these incidents and those responses, if you can remember. Make a proper timeline of events and responses. Save all texts from mom and boyfriend moving forward. All this will help protect you and be useful when your mom forces a court date. Update me. This one says, this is the plan. I will try to update everyone when I can, which it could be
It's only been a day, but...
It's only been a day.
This poor girl. The hormones at 16 are already fucking with you enough. Let alone now you got to sit there and worry about a creeper stepbrother.
Well, it's like, nope. That's how stalkers start. Peeping Toms. You can't go back. Your dad will have your back, and if your mother takes him to court, you can tell him why you don't want to go back. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like it's already like, it's. I feel like W dad.
Definitely W dad for being like, you don't have to go back to your mom.
Like, yeah, I was gonna say, like, and I think at that age too, they have a choice.
Yes.
Like, I don't think it's like a court mandated thing, like when they're like before, like when they're kids. Now that they're teenagers, I think it's just like, oh, okay, like this is really fucked up. I'm sure like she just kind of like generalized what he said, being like, hey, like, just, you don't have to go back. I'm not gonna make you go back if you don't feel comfortable, and like this is wrong. We need to get this sorted. I'm sure there was other stipulations, but hard to say.
If they go to the same school, God forbid, I feel like she should also talk to the teachers about it. I mean, I can't imagine that the 16-year-olds and the 12-year-olds are in the same area.
I was going to say that, and also I don't think it's even possible for them to have the same class, at least.
Definitely not the same class, but like, I don't know.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe during recess, there's some overlap. Who knows?
Probably, in between classes, but yeah, not the asshole. I would love to see an update, but unfortunately, we're not going to get that today.
Yeah, definitely not. It's too fresh.
It's too fresh, and that's all right. That's all right. But those are our stories, man. I appreciate it. Yeah,
absolutely.
What a wild stories, man. Like I'm still thinking about that first one.
Dude, the first one is just vile.
Yeah, that's like I need therapy
person.
after that shit, man.
Yeah, let's all do group therapy for everyone who had to read that.
Dude, for real. But before I get crazy, I do want to mention that this week we have partnered with Our Rescue to raise funds and stop sex trafficking and child exploitation. 49.6 million people are trapped in modern slavery, and 12 million of those are children. Since 2013, Our Rescue has saved 1,052 people and led to arresting 1,969 arrests. Every dollar that's donated in July is matched, but obviously don't let that stop you from donating after. If you're interested in learning more, please check out their website at ourrescue.org, where you can learn more about the mission. So thank you guys for listening, and also thank you guys for Our Rescue for talking with me. It's a great organization, and we want to make sure that these people get help, because that shit is, and I quote, fucked up. They are important, and no one deserves a life like that. Everyone deserves to have a good, fun life. So
100%.
Thank you guys. Now, let's see. Okay, so I gotta move. We go like this to. I think I can keep it the same. Oh no, I can like this. Now, Rasta, as you know, we play a game with our guests every. You know what I gotta do? I have to stop sharing my screen for. We play a game with our guests every episode, hand curated. Okay. I'm excited.
So I've heard.
Where are we? Go. Now I know. Oh, okay, there it is. I go this. It's hard to time this at the same time. I should put a button for this. That would be ideal. But Rastacha, I know you are a huge Godzilla guy, which is exciting because I love Godzilla. Like I don't like it. Like I love it because I like the dinosaurs, the monsters, all the kaiju. I think they're super cool. So with that being said, Rasta, are you ready to play Rosszilla Destroy All Trivia?
Get me in on that.
Let's go, baby. I'm excited. I have been, one of the, is it? I like the movies. I even like the bad one, the bad 2000s Godzilla. It's don't get me wrong, it is bad, but it was like one of the first ones I seen as a kid, so I have that stupid nostalgia to it,
That's fair.
And
There's certain movies like
right?
It's bad. It's like with me and Legend of Zelda. I know most people don't like Skyward Sword, but that's my Legend of Zelda. That's my first one. I got a soft spot for it.
And that's totally fair. I think, like, Skyward Sword, the controls were awesome. The thing that bothered me was just the fact that we're just like, let's just run through the same dungeon like 3 times each.
That's true. End where they were just like, let's just recycle all the dungeons in like a Tetris puzzle. Sure. Yeah,
exactly, right? And so, like, other than that, I was like, I love the art style. I was like, this is dope. But yeah, so that other than that, like I like the new Godzillas. I actually still need to see what was the one that just came out recently. It was like Godzilla 1 -1.
Dude, Godzilla -1, best movie of that year. I don't care what nobody says.
Dude, and it's on Netflix right now, I think. I need to watch it. A
few things about that. I know they had like a colorless, like a black and white release a while back. They're actually remastering Shin Godzilla and putting it in theaters in August for like 4K, because that came out in what, like 2017?
I think
something like that. And I don't know if any of you guys follow comics,
I do not.
Marvel and DC both have their own separate Godzilla stories going on right now.
Oh shit!
One of them is like straight up tied in with DC. It's like a tie-in comic, like Godzilla X Kong versus the Justice League.
Gotcha.
Which I won't spoil it for you, but you know, one of those fights that doesn't go the way you think it's going to go. Okay. And on Marvel's side, they're taking it back to like the old days when they had just rights of the Godzilla comics, and they're just doing like Godzilla versus Thor, Godzilla versus Spider-Man, Godzilla versus the X-Men, and they're all pretty good. They're all like a lighthearted fun time. Godzilla versus Hulk.
Nice. That's actually so cool.
It's all pretty good. And I think you can actually see it right here in the back. I've got... Yeah, let me... Actually, can I move this without disconnecting my camera? I think so. We got Ghidorah from King of the Monsters. I got Rodan right there. I'm missing Mothra, but I got a Godzilla right here.
That's so dope, dude.
I really like those designs, Rodan.
Dude, they look good. They look clean.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready, Rasta?
I am ready.
All right. There's going to be different types of questions. So hopefully you're prepared. There'll be some multiple choice. There'll be some you just got to know. And there will be a little bit of a lightning round later.
All right. Hit me.
All right. Gojira is the combination of what two Japanese words? A, gorilla plus whale. B, god plus incarnate. C, colossal plus lizard. Or D, giant plus dinosaur.
I'll go with A, gorilla plus whale.
And is that your final answer?
That is my final answer, locking it in.
And it is correct. Dude, when I recently learned that, I was like, that's... my first thought was giant dinosaur. Right. Like, because it makes sense, because you're like, Godzilla kind of looks like a giant-ass dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh! I mean, that makes sense, yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah, I mean, he can't swim. And he's strong as fuck. So, our next question. Who is Godzilla's arch enemy? Is it A, King Kong, B, King Ghidorah, C, Gigan, or D, Rodan?
Now, you might think it's King Kong because they have so much beef in the movies, but realistically, it is locking it in B, King Ghidorah.
B, all right, and you would be correct. King Ghidorah is like for those who don't know, is a dragon with 3 heads. He's dope as hell.
He is an alien, and that's why they have so much beef, because King Ghidorah keeps trying to come to Earth to like usurp King of the Monsters, and Godzilla is not having any of that. He said, "Get off my turf." No doubt.
He's like, bro, this is my house. You coming in? It's like you hear a bang in your door and you see Michael Myers. It's like, first of all, whose fucking bills you paying if you be slamming my doors, man?
Exactly. Like, what are you doing? You had to knock on my door, first of all.
Literally. You motherfucker.
You don't got a key. Get out of here.
Our next question. Where the words went. But what is this?
That is it's not an egg. It is the Muto cocoon from Godzilla 2014. It is the result of... How do I explain this? It is the result of a creature hatching, a parasitic creature hatching from a long-ass time, like dinosaur times, being inside an old Godzilla skeleton, went across the sea, blew up Bryan Cranston's wife in a nuclear facility, has been feeding on nuclear energy this whole time, and that cocoon's about to bust, and Godzilla's going to have to get up and do something about it.
I like it. And the answer? Oh, is a Muto cocoon. Is right. Apparently I had 3 slides. I clicked the next one. But dude, you were on fire. You were on fire.
I'm telling you, I'm a vault of useless knowledge.
Hey, man, that's how I feel about Family Guy cutaways. You know? I'm struggling. Like, I gotta remember all this code stuff at work, and I'm sitting there like, but remember that time when Family Guy won? And they're like, shut up, dude. Our next question.
Like, stop looking at the camera. There's no camera.
Oh, you got to do like the office thing. You just look and just. That's bad, dude. I'm actually getting to the point where I when I was camping, I was hanging out and like I was playing like Pokemon. My Pokemon was about to die, and I was like, "Chat, we're cooked." And my buddy goes, "What? You just say chat?" I'm like, "Don't worry about it, man. Don't fucking worry. You're asking too many questions."
There have been one or two times where I've said chat outside of stream, and I'm like, "Oh,
yeah."
Oh,
and
no.
it's such a habit.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question. Oh my gosh, how tall was Godzilla in The Return of Godzilla? Was he A, 100 meters, B, 50 meters, C, 80 meters, or D, 65?
That's a good one. I haven't actually seen Return of Godzilla, but I know he started off at like 50 meters, and then he's gotten taller over time. Return of Godzilla was, I want to say, not Heisei era. Was it Heisei era? I think it was like the end of the Showa era. I'm going to say, it's either 80 or 65, because 100 is the newest one. That's the big boy.
Gotcha.
I want to say it's either C or D. I'm going to lock in 65 meters D.
65, and the answer is 80.
Damn it!
Dude, you don't know how excited that gets me that I stumped you on at least one.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good day.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different sizes, and I'm like, it's one of these two. I know it's one of these two.
You had it, man. Like, I was like, yeah, because like you said, 100 meters is modern day size, and it's like how King Kong is not. I mean, normally I don't think he's that big in comparison to Godzilla. Like, he's somehow like way smaller, but like obviously with the new like Kong movies, they have enlarged him to such a scale that he's probably producing like crazy amounts of ejaculate if that guy's going crazy. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, for sure. He's making his own waterfalls out back.
Yeah, absolutely. Our next question. Where was I might mispronounce it. Is it Scylla? Scylla. Where was Scylla found?
So this is actually a funny story because Scylla was found in Arizona, where I'm from, which is the main reason I remember that. So I'm going to lock in Arizona.
Do you know specifically where in Arizona?
Ooh.
Just like bonus points.
It wasn't... I want to say Tucson, but I might be wrong about that.
Okay. The answer was Arizona Desert, Outpost 55.
I should have known it was fictional.
Yeah. I like that you went to real, though. You're like, well, I mean, they use a lot of real places, so.
Mm-hmm. I remember in theaters watching the scene where, like, Ghidorah takes everyone... like reawakens all those titans, and seeing Scylla walk through an area of Phoenix I've seen before, I'm like, I've been around, I've seen that building that she is currently toppling right now. Dude,
that's how I feel with like the first Sonic movie, like the real life one or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They filmed like sections on like the highway I live on, like by, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that looks really familiar, and that's pretty cool.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah, so it's like it's super random, but it's also like it's one of those things, and I was like, I'm into it. I fuck with it.
Mm-hmm.
Our next question: what game is this?
Oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Oh God, it's right there. Hold on, because there was one for the PS4. There was a game for the PS4, and there was a game for like the PS3 and GameCube, I want to say. I can't remember which one was Destroy All Monsters. I think the PS4 one was just called... I'm going to say this one's Godzilla Destroy All Monsters.
Gonna lock that in?
Locking it in.
The answer Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee, dude. That's awesome, dude.
It's so close.
But you're right though. On the GameCube, I believe it was GameCube and like PS2 or something like that. But it's a banger game. Me and my roommate play against each other. I'm really bad at it, but you can pick up buildings and shit and throw them at each other.
That's sick.
It helped me like learn about like, oh, this is like another kaiju and like stuff like that. Just because I haven't seen a lot of them.
Am I talking out of my ass, or was this the same dev team that made Rampage?
I actually do not know off the top of my head.
I'll look that up later.
That sounds good. Your next question. How many forms does Destroya have? A5, B4, C7, or D6?
Okay, so he's got... He's got that one. He's got that one. He's got the little flyers. He's got the... Okay, no, hold on. He's got the tiny crustacean dudes. He's got the slightly bigger ones. He's got the flyers. It's either 4 or 5. I want to say... I'm going to lock in B4.
B? All right. The answer is 6.
6? What the fuck? I'm going to be honest. I can only really remember 3, so I don't know where the other 3 came from.
That's totally fair. Hopefully this fact check is real. That's what I've seen. I hope they didn't lie to me, or else I'm going to find these people that made this quiz. And I'm going to find some whoever made strong words.
This forum poster is going to get it.
Our next question. Actually, psych, it's the kaiju round. I'm going to give you 5 seconds to name these kaijus.
Okay. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, your first one. Who is this?
Anguirus.
Boom, Anguirus. No problem. Easy. Next. Who is this?
Shimo. Shimu.
And you're right, Shimo.
Yes.
Yes. Your next one. Who is this?
Rodan, my guy, the goat.
The goat, Rodan. And our next one. Who is this?
That is Gigan.
Dude, I love his fucking like Cyclops eye. It's so cool.
He's got another form where he's got like dual buzzsaw hands in one of the movies, and it's so over the top. I fucking love it.
That's awesome. And I believe there's one more. Who is this?
Ooh, that's Orga. Oh, Orga. Yeah.
And it is Orga.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, I have one more.
Woo! That's fucking King Caesar? No, it's not King Caesar. I can't remember. It starts with B, probably.
Are you ready?
Ready.
It is Gabara.
What talks about Gabara?
Dude, I see that. I was like, this guy looks dope. It gave me like old Japanese like school vibes, and I was like, I fuck with it.
Yeah, that was in the era when Godzilla was goofy as hell. That was the dancing Godzilla era.
Dude, I've literally seen a photo of like Godzilla like sitting down, and like one of the other kaijus were just like chilling, like it was like a fucking music video. I'm like, what is happening right now?
Bro, they were just doing whatever during that time. That was the same time when that gif of Godzilla laying back on his tail and doing the fucking drop kick. That's that era.
That's awesome. And I think that's it. Oh, no, I have another.
That is I can't remember his name, but it starts with a V. I watched the movie he came from.
It is.
But it was like years ago.
Varen.
That's the one.
And that is it. Dude, not bad, bro. I feel like you crushed.
Pretty good. Not what was that? How many were there?
Of like the rapid fire?
Yeah.
There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7.
That's
5 out of 7 is pretty good.
5 out of 7. 5 out of 7 is a passing grade.
You had them on the tip of your tongue. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I knew there was a B in Gabara's name. I just couldn't remember what it was.
Yeah, and you were right there. Like you had it. But that's awesome. That's awesome, dude. And you crushed the trivia. I feel like there was only like one that stumped you.
Yeah, there were 2 in there. I think there were 1 or 2 where I was like, I'm guessing.
Hey, man. I feel like you pretty much you got him. Oh, I guess yeah, like just probably the Destroyer one.
Yeah, that's the Roya. I'm like, he has more than 3. What do you? I gotta go watch that one, but I've been meaning to do like a Godzilla marathon to just go through that whole era because I love the Heisei era.
Is that's
the one where Godzilla had like the really spiky, the really like purple spiky ones?
Ah, yes.
Mm-hmm. That's my favorite design. But that's the first one I saw.
I want to check out more of them. I at least want to like catch up on the new MonsterVerse ones.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like
those are pretty good.
Aesthetically, they just look amazing. And like I just love like the monsters and stuff because they like. I'm not gonna lie. I walked outside and I seen some big ass fucking creature. I'm calling in sick. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not going.
Were to walk outside and I saw Scylla across, like in downtown Phoenix, I'm like, they don't need me.
They don't. Yeah. Nope.
I'm going back inside.
I'm getting in my car. I might just drive. But
because like, what do I do about that? What do you expect me to do against that?
Yeah, they'll handle it. Like, well, we're probably gonna lose, but they'll handle it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they'll do something.
Annoy it.
Yeah, more than I can do.
Exactly. Rasta, thank you so much for coming on the show today, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Where can the people find you, ladies and gentlemen?
They can find me on twitch.tv/Rastacha, YouTube at Rastacha. I haven't been posting a lot of shorts and stuff lately, but I do have a TikTok. If you want a channel trailer made, I do that on Fiverr. I've made a few trailers for a few people, myself included. I've made one for Queen_Novastar. Shout out Nova. I've made one for Katya Satari. I've made one for who else was it? Tuwumi. I made trailers for a lot of my friends. Trying to make some bag off that. It's fun. I like making trailers. I really like timing moments to the music. I like syncing stuff up like that.
Absolutely. When you get it and it's like the music to the beat and everything, and it's just like doing the cuts or whatever you need it, and you're just like you kind of get into like a good flow, and you just.
And there are certain times where I'm like, this could work here, and then I get it in just the right spot, and more of that clip syncs with the music than I thought. I'm just
it is legendary.
And also on Fiverr and Ko-fi, you can commission me for any voice acting work you may need. I haven't actually set up the Fiverr page for that yet, but it'll be there eventually.
It's coming. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out and watching live or watching on the YouTube video later. Let us know what story stood out to you the most. Was it the first one? Probably, but tell me. And also, tell me if you're watching the video on Spotify or YouTube, who is your favorite voice actor, and why is it Rasta?
Let's not get too crazy. Like, what's his name? Oh God, it's on the tip of my tongue. He just replaced the Titan guy in Destiny 2.
Oh,
why is it
like Keith David?
Why is it Keith David? Yeah,
yes,
Keith David, my goat.
Love Keith David, dude. I love his work. I remember when I was playing Saints Row 1. He had such a good fucking voice, and he's the Arbiter too, isn't he? Oh yeah. And so many more voices.
He's like in most of his roles, he's just doing his voice, but like it's his voice.
Dude,
you're gonna be mad you're hearing Keith David?
I was gonna say I don't want to hear any other voice. I just want that Keith David. Like
exactly,
dude. I would have him narrate my life. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. I want him narrating my casket as it goes down.
Absolutely. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like as much as a Morgan Freeman would be nice, a Keith David is better.
I want Morgan Freeman to take a break. That dude's looking rough recently.
True. Maybe go sailing. Enjoy a watermelon or like a pineapple. Or a beer.
Yeah, just something. Just go relax, dude.
But, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys don't know, my name is Koryzma. You can find me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Koryzma, or you can find me on any of the social media platforms at bKoryzma. Or TikTok is at Koryzma2 because my old one got hacked. So if you have them there,
damn,
I know the bastards. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys subscribe, and if you want to get your takes in live, come on down to the Twitch where I have them once a month. And it's better to join the Discord to get like the actual schedule on that. But if you guys let me know, I could also give a heads up on YouTube or wherever necessary to try and give you guys more time as well. So thank you guys, and until next time, we'll catch you later.
Goodbye.